Hello and welcome to Jason Talks Geek. I'm Jason Inman. This is a show where I talk about geeky things with geeky friends on a geeky couch. And today I have geeky friend Ashley Robinson.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Ashley Victoria Robinson. Sorry if I'm missing the middle name there. Ashley, I don't know if you know.
Maybe.
You might know this. But today, not today specifically, but this year is the 75th anniversary of Wonder Woman.
You know, I'd heard that.
Have you heard that?
I have heard that.
You know, and she still looks, I mean, look at this. She looks fantastic for being 75.
Those Amazonian jeans, may we all be so lucky.
Look at that. She looks rockin'.
May we all be designed by Nicholas Scott.
May we all be as beautiful as that. You know, so I thought today we would break down what we think is the best Wonder Woman story ever. It's kind of a celebration to Wonder Woman. Now,
cool.
If you don't know, Wonder Woman first appeared in All-Star Comics number 8 in December of 1941. She was created by William Moulton Marston, Harry G. Peter, who was uncredited, and Elizabeth Holloway Marston, who was also uncredited. Now, really quickly, before we decide what is the best Wonder Woman story out there, this is kind of appropriate to, I think, Wonder Woman, who is all about peace and love. We want to talk about, you guys might have heard the comic announcement of the Love is Love anthology.
Yes.
Support all the victims of the Orlando Pulse shooting and that terrible crime that happened all the way back then. Mark Andreyko, writer for Batwoman, writer for Wonder Woman 77. He has made this compilation anthology where all these amazing comic people are writing one page, drawing one page to support. It's going to be out in, I have it right here, it's going to be out in December and it will retail for $9.99 it's a dual project by IDW and DC. And the reason why we're talking about it is because not only does it have awesome people like Patton Oswalt, Damon Lindelof, Brian Michael Bendis in there, Ashley and I have a page in it as well. So we are so honored to be a part of this project, and Wonder Woman is about love. That is about love. So you guys go check out that book. Go tell your comic book shop to order it right now because all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, go to charity. And also you should check out our awesome page, which stars a little deity known Zeus who has a tie to Wonder Woman. Okay, so Ashley, back into Wonder Woman, peace and love and peace and love. What do you consider to be the best Wonder Woman story ever? Now, this is a lofty question.
It is a lofty question, and it's really hard not to go to William Moulton Marston's original. He's got a crazy name, and he's kind of a crazy person. To go to his original run, because that's
he helped invent the lie detector.
Also, the Lasso of Truth.
Yep.
Also, the original Lasso just made people obey you. It wasn't even about truth, which I think says even more about him. But so it's hard.
Peace and love.
It's hard not to go directly to the source material because the source material, of course, no matter how much it changes, is what gives us the Wonder Woman that we know and love today. I wanted to pick something that was easily accessible, that anybody could pick up who basically just kind of knows that Wonder Woman is a superhero. My choice is not kid-friendly. I try to make kid-friendly recommendations most of the time. So I picked something that is quite recent. It is a one-shot, and it is one of the prettiest Wonder Women's that I have ever seen. I picked Wonder Woman Earth 1. Written by Grant Morrison with art by Yannick Paquette, colored by the amazing Nathan Fairbairn.
Hardcover graphic novel.
Lovely. Standalone. Very simple. One nice volume. This is a retelling of the classic Wonder Woman origin story. So you get all of the basic things that you need to know about Wonder Woman to understand her. You get to know why she fights for injustice. You get to see how brave she is. You get to see how beautiful she is. Everything that makes her Wonder Woman. And this is part of the Earth 1 series, which is basically an alternate representation of who these characters are. So
not connected to continuity.
No, exists totally outside of continuity, and they do play with some really interesting ideas of race in here that obviously wouldn't have been addressed when she was originally created in the 1940s, but is still very valuable and worth addressing. I think it is one of the strongest yet most beautiful that Wonder Woman has ever looked, and because Wonder Woman was created by a man who was obsessed with bondage, they do tie back into that in a very texturally appropriate and adult manner. So I appreciate that they went back to a lot of the weird things that inspired her roots. It's super fun. It's like 100 pages. It's all over bookstores. And I mean, like, guys, look at how beautiful. Seriously, Wonder Woman Earth 1. Best standalone Wonder Woman story. Calling it right now.
Well, I didn't realize we were doing best standalone Wonder Woman
That's
story.
what I'm saying.
We were just, the title of the video is Best Wonder Woman Story Comic Ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like, I think the fact that it's condensed to a single volume was one of the reasons why I picked it.
Ah.
So you can digest this easily and repeatedly. So there you go. What have you got for your best Wonder Woman story?
Well, mine is also condensed to a single volume if you buy the super hardcover omnibus. So, when people talk about Wonder Woman stories, they usually tend to go back to one story. It's usually one story that's told time and time again, and it's usually one run that's told time and time again. And my pick is Wonder Woman by George Perez, which is collected in this hefty 600-page omnibus because he did like 27 issues. It collects Wonder Woman 1 through 24 and Wonder Woman Annual Number 1. Now, if you do not know George Perez is one of the most amazing artists of all time. He's an Avenger artist, and he's an amazing. He does some amazing details, and he draws pretty pictures. Like that right there. Now, the reason why I picked this run is because this was the run that was published right after Crisis on Infinite Earth. So this is George Perez rebooting Wonder Woman, bringing her back from scratch. And the thing that I think that he really did is he returned her to her Greek myth roots, because Wonder Woman at her base core is a Greek myth character.
She's a goddess.
Yeah, but he also did some fun things, like he sort of updated. Now, again, this is a book published in like 1986 to like 1990, I believe. Don't quote me on that. So I say updating, and a lot of you kids out there might be like, updated? Oh, it's so analog. See, I don't know how the kids talk. But at the time it was. Like, at the time, these were things, George Perez did things that had never been seen before with Wonder Woman. Like, the fact that he introduced the idea that Diana's magical lasso of truth was forged by Hephaestus, the blacksmith of the gods.
Yep.
Also, the fact this was one of the first times that Diana, when she came to man's world, couldn't speak English.
Which is such a brilliant idea, and it tells you so much about her perspective as an outsider.
Now, the interesting thing is that when she goes to America in this series, for a couple of issues, she doesn't know how to speak English. And then out of the blue, she just starts speaking English to the American characters. And they're all like, how do you know? And Diana replies with, I think I wrote it down. Diana replies with, if one listens, one learns. Which I think is such a cool Wonder Woman phrase. Like, that tells you so much about her character. Also, this was one of the first Wonder Woman books that was all about Themyscira revealing itself to the outside world and trying to become like a country, a sovereign nation into the outside world. In this issue, in this collection, is one of my favorite Lois Lane stories of all time.
Really?
Yes, because Diana convinces Hippolyta to open up Themyscira to the whole world, and so they ask for women ambassadors of the world to come to Themyscira, and Lois Lane is granted a pass by Wonder Woman, and Lois Lane is made an honorary Amazon in this volume.
Awesome.
So, again, this was bringing the character back to her roots, not so much a superhero, a Greek myth superhero, and also establishing that Themyscira should exist in man's world and should be important. But at the core of this book is the thing I love about Wonder Woman, that she's about peace. Even though she will fight if she has to, but
she'll win.
And she will kick your ass, but she is about peace. And that is why I think this is my Wonder Woman book choice. That's why I would say this, to me, is the greatest Wonder Woman story of all time.
And you can use it to fight injustice in your own right, because it weighs like 100 pounds.
Yep, you can beat the crap out of people with this heavy armor. They're also collecting this in soft covers right now.
Yes, they are.
So there'll be like 3 or 4 volumes. They're doing it right. I just saw the newest one come out. But George Perez is a master Teen Titans, New Teen Titans, Avengers, all stuff like that. If you want to read Wonder Woman, this is a great book.
And it's, again, it's a really easy jumping on point because it was designed to bring new readers and old readers back to Wonder Woman.
Starts in issue 1 with her origin.
Yep.
It's a little dated, but just go with it.
Just
all right?
go with it.
So there you go. Those are our choices for best Wonder Woman stories ever. Guys, if you want to check those stories out, we'll have links in the description below. You can click on that, go buy them on Amazon. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, just like Wonder Woman. Happy 75th birthday, Miss Wonder Woman. You look stunning. You look beautiful. You look great. Doesn't look a day over
19.
I was going to say 72.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. For a mythological creature, I don't know how you go with that. Guys, thanks for watching this special episode of Jason Talks Geek. We have all kinds of stuff coming up. Don't forget to click subscribe. All kinds of discussion-y videos. We've got an exciting one coming next week. We're going to talk about characters that should cross over with Batman.
Ooh, interesting.
It's going to be a fun little conversation. Check around. But you're only going to find that if you subscribe. Also, if you want to support everything we do, patreon.com/Jawiin lets you watch some of those videos early, including that crossover video.
Yes.
Ashley, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Ashley V. Robinson.
Yep, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jawiin, Jawiin. Until then, happy birthday, Wonder Woman, and see you next week, you wonderful friends.